On this edition of Mocs News, Vine Street is under construction.
The comm department has a new way to check out equipment.
And we take a look at the recent winners of UTC's Blue Ribbon Award. I'm Christina Jennings.
And I'm Bailey Murphy. Your news starts now. We now go to our Jemiah Beatty for a look at a big change coming to our campus.
It's an ugly start, but UTC is working on getting more beautiful. Earlier this week, construction crews broke ground on Vine Street to build a new walking area. The Vine and Oak Street beautification process will take an estimated 270 days to complete. When the project is done, it will be a pedestrian-only walkway with decorative pavers, new landscaping, and streetlights. Alternative routes have been put in place for students until the construction is completed. From Vine Street, I'm Jemiah Beatty reporting for Mocs News.
The Blue Ribbon Award honors UTC faculty and staff that go the extra mile. Here's a look at the most recent winners.
The Vice Chancellors, a number of them are here today, and the more you realize what goes on this campus, you realize that it's an incredibly complex organization, and everybody has to do their part or we can't function. I know I speak for our Vice Chancellors, and that they appreciate what you do each and every day, and thank you for putting in that extra effort, for going the extra mile, and being a role model for others on our campus. When you may not know it, people are looking at what you do and thinking, wow, this is incredible.
A local state park is in need of volunteers as they host a series of events for the fall. If you're looking to get involved with the community or gain service hours, then look no further. Throughout the months of September and November, volunteers are needed by the Cloudland State Park as they put on a number of events. The events include Trail Maintenance Day on September 8th from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., Fall Fun Hay Rides held every Saturday until November 3rd, and your State Park Day held on September 29th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions about the event, then you can reach the park at 707-657-4050.
It's been another hot week, Bailey.
That's right, Christina, but the extra clouds have been nice. Let's check in with Brandon to see what next week's weather will be like.
Thanks, anchors. Cloudy days are on the way, and it looks like it is going to stay. For Friday, we will see mostly sunny skies with a high of 91 and a low of 71. Saturday, expect to see partly cloudy skies and showers later in the day with a high of 89 and a low of 71. Sunday, we can expect more of the same with scattered thunderstorms throughout the day with a high of 86 and a low of 70. As we get into next week, the chances for rain increases, so make sure to carry an umbrella. Ella, A. That's it for weather. Back to the news desk.
Communication students, you might meet some new change.
Our Emma Howland has the story.
Communications department is revolutionizing the way students can check out equipment. With hundreds of different equipment, the UTC's comm department is using a new program called Check to keep track of it all. Check is an online website that helps students check out equipment easier, but also makes it efficient for professors to keep track of what is being checked out and by whom. Charlene Simmons, a communications professor, shared her thoughts about the new program.
So a check room helps us manage where all the equipment is. It also allows students to make reservations, and then the professors can complete the checkouts. So we used to have a very antiquated system where we had pieces of paper that we would fill out when someone checked out a piece of equipment. But as we have bought more and more equipment, particularly this last summer, we bought a lot of audio equipment. We felt that keeping track of everything on paper was going to be difficult.
Along with the new checkout system, the comm department has added some new equipment to their stock. Students can now check out a wide variety of audio equipment and DSLR cameras. Don't be afraid to check out all the other fun equipment the communications department has to offer. This is Emma Howland with Mocs News.
From UTC soccer to NFL free agency signings, there's a lot going on in sports right now.
That's right, Bailey, and our JoJo Dykes has it all covered in this week's edition of Sports.
Thanks, ladies. In Tennessee's first game of the 2018 season under Jeremy Pruitt, it was not what the Vols fans hoped for. The Tennessee Vols played West Virginia, that were ranked number 14 in the nation coming into the game. The game was pretty close at first, but with potential Heisman candidate Will Grier, it became very ugly very quickly. The Vols ended up losing that game 40-14, and there were many question marks to have fans scratching their heads over the poor offensive and defensive performances. Tennessee's next game is their home opener against East Tennessee State, and they hope to look to bounce back. But going from the Vols to UTC, we're going to give you a short preview of the soccer team, who is currently 3-3 on the season. Last Sunday's game saw Lipscomb beat the brakes off of UTC 3-0. The anemic offensive performance was low-lighted by the Mocs only taking 7 shots the entire game, with only 3 of them being on goal. UTC and their leading goal scorer, Chloe Arnold, looked to get themselves back on track against Murray State and Finley Stadium. The Mocs have lost 2 straight after winning 3 of their first 4 games. The Oakland Raiders potentially made the biggest splash this offseason and in franchise history by trading away one of the best, if not the best, pass rusher in the National Football League. This trade made Khalil Mack the highest paid defensive player in NFL history with a deal that included $90 million in guaranteed money. The trade was to the Chicago Bears, and they gave away a first-round pick in 2019 and 2020, as well as an assortment of other picks in the future. The Raiders chose to give the Bears a second-round pick in 2020 and conditional 5th-round pick in 2020 as well. Game number 2 of the football season takes the Mocs to Charleston as they face the Citadel Bulldogs. Riding high off of last week's convincing game against ETSU, the UTC Mocs look to make an efficient offense a trend. The Bulldogs only gave up 26 yards passing against the triple option attack of Wofford, but surrendered over 300 yards rushing on the ground. The Mocs also look to stay aggressive in the passing lanes, as UTC's defense picked off 2 passes last week. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. and can be viewed on ESPN3. And with that, that's it for sports. Back to you guys in the studio.
The Disability Research Center has been working on getting autistic students involved on campus. They, with the Women's Center, participated in the involvement to get students to be more comfortable being social. Next week, the ARC will be holding Wellness Wednesdays for students who suffer from sensory overload.
The first ever Moon River Music Festival, presented by Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, is this weekend, September 8th and 9th. This sold-out event will be held at Coolidge Park. People will be able to enjoy music, fun, drinks, and other outdoor activities. There will be performances by the Avid Brothers, the Secret Sisters, the War and Treaty, and many more. This week sure has been busy, but thank goodness the weekend is finally here.
That's true. Any plans this weekend?
I think me and my friends are going to get together at my house and grill out and have a game night.
That sounds fun and good. I'm actually hosting tryouts for the new majorette team here on campus, and I'm really excited. But I think that pretty much does it for this edition of Mocs News. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to check out our website at mocsnews.com and continue to follow us throughout the week for the stories.
And while you're there, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great weekend from all of us here at Mocs News.